Princess Gale was heavily surrounded by a group of villains, seemingly doomed to die by their hands. Yet Naruto could only watch helplessly, extremely anxious. Finally, Princess Gale ignited her seven-colored chakra, and together with her companions, they defeated the villainous boss. Naruto couldn't help but cheer for his idol, only to be scolded by other moviegoers in the cinema. It turned out he was just there to watch a movie, and even at the movies, he couldn't keep quiet, causing a loud disturbance. This greatly displeased the audience, and eventually, Naruto and his friends were driven out by them. The three had no choice but to wait on the vacant land beside the cinema for their teacher, Kakashi. Princess Gale's actress, Princess Yuki Fujikaze, galloped past on a white horse, leaving Naruto dumbstruck upon seeing his idol appear. By the time he snapped out of it, Princess Yuki Fujikaze had already sped away. Soon after, a group of soldiers on black horses charged out, chasing in the direction where Princess Yuki Fujikaze had gone. Without a word, Naruto and his friends followed the soldiers, eager to help their idol. Naruto timely intervened using his Kagebunsen no Jutsu to subdue some of the pursuers, while the rest continued their relentless chase after Princess Yuki Fujikaze. Finally, on an open field, they caught up with Princess Yuki Fujikaze. But a puff of smoke later, Princess Yuki Fujikaze turned out to be Sakura, who, along with Sasuke, easily dealt with the pursuers and captured their leader, a glasses-wearing middle-aged man. Just then, Teacher Kakashi suddenly appeared, astonished to find people sprawled all around. Kakashi hurriedly helped up the glasses-wearing man lying on the ground, who turned out to be the client for this operation. The glasses-wearing man was Princess Yuki Fujikaze's manager, Asama. The director had planned to shoot a movie in the Land of Snow, which everyone was looking forward to. However, only Princess Yuki Fujikaze ran off as soon as she heard the words Land of Snow. Usually a very professional and dedicated actress, such desertion was unprecedented, so everyone suspected Yuki might have had her reasons. Naruto caught up with Yuki, but she refused to speak to him and continued on horseback. Shamelessly, Naruto climbed onto Yuki's horse, angering Yuki, who then galloped wildly, almost running into a child as they stormed into the village. In the evening, Yuki changed her attire and ran through the alleys, but Naruto still followed her, persistently hovering nearby, insisting on an autograph. Yuki pretended to sign for Naruto, then sprayed him with pepper spray when he wasn't looking, and turned to flee again. Yuki sat alone in a tavern, drinking and fiddling with a strange pendant, clearly troubled. A man with ill intent approached Yuki, but Naruto reappeared and disrupted the man's plan, forcing him to change direction and leave. Naruto expressed his dissatisfaction with Yuki, saying she was arrogant and he might stop liking this idol. Yuki laughed and said it didn't matter, as she no longer wished to be an actress. Just then, Asama arrived with Kakashi, Sasuke, and Sakura at the small tavern. The ship to the Land of Snow was about to sail, and Yuki had to board, but she still refused, even at the risk of letting Asama replace her. Seeing that Yuki couldn't be persuaded, Kakashi had to use his Sharingan to hypnotize Yuki and forcefully drag her away. Meanwhile, a group of mysterious people were also watching the Princess Gale movie, recognizing that Princess Yuki Fujikaze was indeed Koyuki Kazahana, and they knew Kakashi was escorting Yuki to the Land of Snow. These people seemed to have sinister plans. The next morning, Yuki woke up to find herself on a ship heading to the Land of Snow, the vast ocean leaving her no chance to escape. Reluctantly, Yuki had to continue filming, spending a busy yet peaceful first day. But trouble came the next morning, as their ship was blocked by a huge iceberg. True to his directorial spirit, instead of thinking about how to navigate around the iceberg, he immediately demanded to change the script, excitedly declaring the iceberg a perfect filming location. Filming proceeded intensely when suddenly an explosion was heard halfway up the iceberg, revealing several people on the cliffside: a ponytailed Nadare Roka, a pink-haired Fubuki Kakuyoku, and a chubby Mizore Fuyukuma. They addressed Yuki as Princess Koyuki, shocking everyone. Kakashi rushed to battle Nadare Roka, while Naruto, thrilled as if living out a movie scene, leapt forward to fight Mizore. Sasuke tried to help Naruto attack Mizore, but his Fuma Shuriken, Kagefusia, had no effect on Mizore. He wanted to continue the attack, but was intercepted by Fubuki. Fubuki's ice bird attacked Sasuke. Sasuke quickly defended himself with Gugakyu no Jutsu, Sakura organized the others to quickly retreat back to the ship. However, Yuki was reluctant to leave. Fubuki attacked Sasuke with ice prison. Sasuke continued to use Gugakyu no Jutsu. Naruto saw Yuki sitting dejectedly in the snow. He was about to go over and ask her when Mizore took the opportunity to attack. Seeing this, Kakashi quickly came to Naruto's rescue. Kakashi's water dragon jutsu washed Mizore away. The filming crew dared to come over with their equipment to record. Naruto noticed that these people's armor seemed unusual. Kakashi said that this armor, developed by the Land of Snow for ninjas, not only enhances the wearer's chakra to strengthen their ninjutsu, but also neutralizes the enemy's chakra attacks. No ninjutsu or genjutsu could affect them. With this armor, the three ninjas from the Land of Snow were invincible. Yuki was deeply moved by what she saw. Memories of a raging fire and her lifeless father lying on the ground kept flashing in her mind. She couldn't handle the shock and fainted in the snow. Seeing this, Kakashi wanted to quickly check on Yuki. Nadar, of course, would not let Kakashi have his way. He used Suiten, one-horned white whale. Unexpectedly, Kakashi also used the same Suiten, one-horned white whale. True to his reputation as the copy ninja, two giant white whales collided. The entire iceberg was shattered. Back on the ship, everyone finally had time to ask Asama why they had to go to the Land of Snow. Asama finally confessed that Yuki was actually Princess Koyuki Kazahana, the heir to the Land of Snow, and Asama was a loyal subordinate of Koyuki's mother. Long ago, the Land of Snow was a peaceful and happy country. Princess Koyuki had a very happy childhood. However, 10 years ago, Koyuki's uncle, Doto Kazahana, staged a coup with the help of snow ninjas and usurped the throne. The beautiful Kazahana castle was engulfed in flames, and Koyuki's parents died in the disaster. Fortunately, young Princess Koyuki was rescued by Kakashi. When Asama found Koyuki, she had already become the actress Yuki. Asama became her manager in hopes of helping Koyuki return to the Land of Snow and someday defeat Doto to regain control of the Land of Snow. But Yuki was unwilling to return, as it meant risking her life against Doto. However, Kakashi indicated that since Doto now knew that Princess Koyuki was still alive, he would not rest. It might be better to just go back and fight. Inspired by this story, the director decided to completely revamp the film into a documentary about Princess Koyuki returning home to reclaim her rightful rule. With the princess's support, the movie was sure to be a box office hit. Regardless of whether Yuki was willing or not, the group continued towards the Land of Snow. During a rest stop, they discovered that Yuki had run away again. Kakashi, along with Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, searched for Yuki in the nearby snowfields. Naruto was the first to locate Yuki. Carrying Yuki on his back, they passed a cave when suddenly two railway tracks appeared. Before Naruto could react, a train came roaring towards them. Naruto quickly picked up Yuki and ran, escaping from the cave just in time. Unexpectedly, the people on the train were led by Yuki's uncle Doto. Asama, along with old subordinates from the Land of Snow, arrived to support Yuki, but they were quickly defeated by Doto, and even Asama was sacrificed. In the end, it was Sasuke and Sakura who cooperated, one blowing up the train and the other causing an avalanche, that forced Doto to abandon several train cars and retreat. Just when they thought they had temporarily escaped danger, a giant airship flew over. Doto forcibly abducted Yuki. Naruto, using his multitude of Kagebunshin no Jutsu, climbed aboard the airship. Yuki finally confronted her long-lost uncle. Doto had captured Yuki mainly for the hexagonal crystal she carried, which was the key to unlocking a secret treasure vault. Since Doto had usurped the throne, the former king had never passed on the treasures of the Land of Snow to him. After many years, Doto finally found the treasure in the rainbow ice wall, but realized he could not open the door without the key, which had been with Yuki all these years. Naruto, instead of hiding, came out and taunted Doto, who naturally hogtied him. Even his Kagebunshin no Jutsu was tightly bound. Naruto was fitted with a chakra control device by a new ninja. This device can absorb the chakra from Naruto's body and can also create a chakra barrier. Now, Naruto is just an ordinary person with no effect, lying on the ground unable to stand up. Seeing Naruto subdued, Yuki's last bit of hope also vanished. She handed over the hexagonal crystal to Doto, but Doto discovered that the hexagonal crystal was fake. It turns out it had already been switched by Kakashi. Naruto was imprisoned in the Land of Snow's jail, regretting why he hadn't learned escape skills earlier. Yuki, locked across from Naruto, looking at Naruto with a desolate expression, told him that there is no spring in the Land of Snow. From a young age, she asked her father what spring was like, and her father would comfort her by saying that as long as you don't give up hope, spring will surely come to the Land of Snow. But after the Land of Snow fell, her parents also died one after the other. Yuki had to continuously hide from assassins, lying every day, surviving by playing different roles. She no longer believed that the Land of Snow would see spring. Some things can't be achieved just by effort, just like now. No matter how hard Naruto tries, he cannot escape this cage. Brave Naruto, fearless of difficulties, decided to take actual action to reignite Yuki's fighting spirit. So, he found a small saw and began to saw at his bindings. But the saw accidentally fell. Enduring the excruciating pain of electric shocks, he struggled to break free from the shackles. Naruto wanted to show Yuki through his actions that even if abandoned by the whole world, one should not give up on oneself. If you give up on yourself, then everything truly becomes irretrievable. Yuki, shocked, watched Naruto's painful struggle, and he actually managed to break free from the shackles. She was very shocked. Naruto, staggering, tried to walk over to save Yuki, but unexpectedly, the prison's iron gate was also electrified. Naruto was electrocuted and fainted on the spot. Yuki seemed inspired and reignited her fighting spirit. After a while, 2 people came to the cell to carry Naruto away. Naruto easily defeated the guards and got the keys. It turns out he had been awake all along, lying on the ground waiting for this moment. Truly brave and clever, Naruto pulled Yuki and ran out. On the road, they met Kakashi and others coming to support them. Yuki asked Kakashi if the real hexagonal crystal was indeed swapped by him. Kakashi stepped forward and returned the real crystal to Yuki. Taking advantage of the chaos outside, Yuki led Kakashi and the others looking for a way out, but unexpectedly, they ran right into Doto's main hall. Doto was waiting for them on the throne. Yuki walked straight up to Doto and handed over the hexagonal crystal to Doto. It turns out this was all a plan between Yuki and Doto to deceive Kakashi out of the hexagonal crystal. Yuki, truly an actress, astonished everyone with her acting skills. But the next second, Yuki suddenly pulled out a dagger and stabbed directly at Doto. Doto was completely unguarded and was struck by Yuki in one hit. He grabbed Yuki's neck, intending to die together with her. It turns out, under Naruto's encouragement, Yuki finally decided to fight for the future of the country. The two then fell from the high throne. Yuki fell to the ground, her life hanging by a thread, but Doto revealed his chakra armor and was unharmed. Doto fought off Naruto, who had rushed up, grabbed the dying Yuki, and hung from a rope rising upward. Naruto quickly tied the rope around Yuki's arm and followed her upward. At this time, the palace of the Land of Snow had already collapsed. Doto's armor grew wings, preparing to fly, looked down, and saw Naruto hanging below. Doto mercilessly cut off the rope, and Naruto fell down. Fortunately, Naruto was not killed by the fall. Naruto stumbled in the direction Doto had fled and just happened to meet the director's camera truck. The vehicle came just in time. Sasuke and Sakura were being chased by Mizore. Finally, Sakura stood her ground ready to confront Mizore head-on. Mizore was not afraid of Sakura's attack at all. Their armor could immunize against all ninjutsu, but Sakura had other plans. She used the Cherry Blossom Blizzard technique to knock away Fubuki and Mizore. Sasuke and Sakura closely coordinated and finally defeated Mizore and Fubuki. They also discovered a phenomenon. The devices on Mizore and Fubuki could potentially interfere and destroy each other. This discovery was crucial. Meanwhile, Kakashi was dueling with Nadare. Since ninjutsu and genjutsu were ineffective against them, taijutsu had to be useful, right? Nadare ultimately lost to Kakashi's taijutsu. Doto finally brought Yuki to the rainbow ice wall, placed the hexagonal crystal into the key slot. A snowflake-shaped totem appeared underground. In an instant, the ice and snow melted, and a warm feeling rose from the ground. This so-called treasure of the Land of Snow turned out to be a geothermal device. No wonder Yuki's father always said she could see spring. Doto was very angry. Just then, Naruto arrived in the director's vehicle. He rushed forward to save Yuki, but was knocked down by the Black Dragon Blizzard technique. However, Naruto quickly got up, reigniting his chakra. Even Doto couldn't believe why his device malfunctioned. He rushed forward and punched Naruto into the ice lake. Just then, Sasuke descended from the sky, holding a Chidori and the device he had removed from Fubuki, and smashed it hard at Doto. Indeed, the device on Doto's armor began to shatter. Sasuke was thrown away by Doto, but Doto was no longer protected by his armor. Naruto, unconscious in the lake, was finally empowered by Kurama inside him, helping him break free from the restraining device. On the shore, Doto noticed turmoil in the ice lake. And then countless Narutos emerged from the lake. He couldn't tell which one was real and tried to eliminate them all. Just when Doto thought everything was over, Naruto's real body appeared. The clones were just a diversion, while the real body was hidden behind, forming a Rasengan. Naruto, holding the Rasengan, attacked Doto. At that moment, people seemed to see the seven-colored chakra, just like the ending of the movie Princess Gale. The Rasengan hit Doto, sending him flying into the ice wall, which he cracked upon impact. Suddenly, green rapidly spread. The once desolate land of snow almost instantly became vibrant and lush with greenery. The ice wall reflected the images of Princess Koyuki and her father. Her father told Koyuki to believe in the future. Spring will surely come. Koyuki succeeded as the ruler of the land of snow. The geothermal device left by her father was only a prototype. The land of snow might still turn into winter, but Koyuki decided to continue developing and improving it. One day, the land of snow will become a land of spring, and Koyuki does not plan to retire. She wants to continue making movies. A movie starring a queen. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. This is Tomato. See you next time with more exciting content.